Are you going to be quiet? You okay? It'd be best if you didn't die while I was recording. So this is my personal tag video. I was tagged by Ask Miss Chris. Hi Chris. I'm very excited. What's my middle name? Well, I've decided to do a giveaway. Woo! If you are my subscriber and you can guess my middle name, then I will make you a hat and a scarf and send it to you. So my middle name begins with the letter M, and the first one to answer with the correct answer. How big is my bed? So queen, double, king, super king. I think it's a king size.
I don't know things like that. Ask your mum.
Useless. What am I listening to right now? Well, obviously nothing, because I'm recording this video, but before I was recording this video I was listening to a previous recording because Dad is currently editing my last video for me. The last 4 digits of my mobile phone, not cell, mobile phone, number. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last person I hugged, that would be Mr. Pop, my husband. What is the weather like? Well, today it has floated between -2 and -5, and that's degrees Celsius, isn't it, Dad? The last person I talked to on the phone would be my dad. Went out for a works meal today, and it's literally around 2 corners. I put my mum's shoes on instead of mine because we have a pair each and they're identical, and my mum is half a size smaller than me. So my feet swelled up. I couldn't get them back in the shoes very well. Got a blister and had to ring my dad to fetch me. My poor feet! First thing I notice in the opposite sex. If it has to be a physical thing, it'll be the eye. My favourite type of food, I love food. I just love it. All of it, except peas, baked beans, and avocado pear. Blah. My favourite would have to be my mum's pan pie. Do you want children? I would love to have some children. Do you drink? Well, you have to do that to stay alive, you know. Alcoholic beverages, I would have on a social occasion, or if the food that you are having calls for it, like trifle's got sherry in it. Have you ever got so drunk that you don't remember the entire night? No, I haven't. What is my hair colour? Dad, what colour's my hair?
Light brown.
And I've also got a grey patch. What? The hairdresser called it dirty blonde. What is my eye colour? Blue. Do you wear contact lenses or glasses? But I also have a skin condition at the moment. So to wear contact lenses you have to like pull your eye down, and it hurts my skin, so I've not been wearing them. What is your favourite holiday? Christmas. But if it means holiday where you went away with your family and had some time off, then it would be when we used to go to Cornwall when we were little. Favourite season? I'd rather be too cold than too hot. I think it's probably autumn. Have I ever cried over a boy or a girl? Yeah, Mr. Pop. And also I've had happy tears. It's not all sadness. The last movie I watched would be Fantastic Four. It was on the telly. What books am I reading at the moment? So, I'm reading Morse when I go to the bathroom, the Bible, which is next to my bed, and Promises of God. I'm also reading a Wycliffe book. And Nathan at the moment is reading a Terry Pratchett book to me. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I have my ears pierced. My favourite movie is The Matrix. Favourite college football team? We don't really have those in England. What were you doing before filling this in? So, I had just been to the works meal. Any pets? Yes, I have pets. I have 4 gerbils. Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan, Tului Khan, Bertha. Do you prefer, I think this is, do you prefer dogs or cats? I prefer cats. I'm just going to yawn. My favourite flower is, well, I like the flowers that are called the bird of paradise. They are beautiful. And I like snapdragons. I don't know what they're really called, but you squeeze the bit near the stem and their mouths go. Just saw myself in the little screen there, looking a bit crazy. Have you ever loved someone? Yeah. Who would you like to see right now? I would love to see my younger brother right now. I would also like to see my older brother. He lives in Estonia. Ever fired a gun? No, I haven't. Water pistol? Yes. Real gun? No. Do I like to travel by plane? I like longer journeys on planes, but I don't like short journeys because you go. Because I don't like taking off and I don't like landing. And the whole journey is just taking off or landing. Right or left-handed? Well, I am dyslexic, so I am right-handed for most things, but I eat left-handed. If you could go anywhere right now, where would you go? To bed, because it's 10 to 12 at night and I'm very tired. Are you missing someone? I am missing Michael and Anthony and my gran. Do you have a tattoo? No, I am not allowed one. I am 27 and my dad says no, you're not allowed a tattoo. Dad, am I allowed a tattoo?
It's up to you. Prefer you're not.
There, you see. But sometimes in the summer we get henna and Nathan puts a henna tattoo on my foot. I like to have a gecko on my foot. But I don't think I could have a proper tattoo because I get really bored really quickly. So after about 2 days I'd be like, yeah, I don't like that anymore. Do you still watch cartoons on Saturday mornings? I watch cartoons a lot. I call it keeping up with the, you know, what's in fashion with the kids. But really it's because I like cartoons. But not on Saturday mornings, I don't wake up early enough. Am I hiding something from someone? No. Am I 18? No. 27. How strange is that question? It should just say, how old are you? And then people can think, not answering that. What is the wallpaper on your cell or mobile phone? Mine is a field, and when I go between the different screens on my phone, the field moves. I love it. Did I get enough sleep last night? Well, Chris said she only got 3 hours. I went to sleep at 11 p.m. and I got up today at 4 p.m. 17 hours sleep. I've not been feeling great. The first thing I thought about this morning was, I really need the toilet. What do I have handy at my bedside? I've got crochet at my bedside, knitting at my bedside. Do you prefer grilled or fried food? I think it depends what it is. What makes you unique? Well, we're all individuals. Some of us are just a bit more individual than others. I don't really worry about what people think about me. You know, if I want to do something like try the swings out, I'll do it. I don't know why I'm more in the frame than I was before. What makes me unique?
You're odd.
He says I'm odd. There we go, that answers that. Am I afraid of the dark? I'll explain this one when we get to the question further down. What is my favourite hangout? I like to get in my pyjamas, get a nice warm drink, get the heater on, get in bed and do some crochet. 3 things I cannot live without. Without food and drink, because you need those things. I'm a bit scientific when it comes to things like this. At the moment, my favourite song is by Alex Day, who is on YouTube, and his username is Neramon. And it goes, remember the time. Why am I singing? I don't like to sing in public. I just realised this is public because you can all see me. But anyway, it's a really good song. Thanks, Dad. You was paid to say that. Pay him in Maltesers, don't I, Dad? Forever Yours. Look it up, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You'll have to find it on Charlie Is So Cool Like. What are you afraid of? So, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I think that actually I'm afraid of fear. I don't like to feel frightened, but I'm not afraid of things in particular. So like when I see a dog and it's barking, I don't think, there's a dog barking. I think, what if that makes me jump? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't have a fear of the dark. When I know where I am and what's cracking, I love the dark. And I've got Google Sky Map on my phone and I'm always doing this. What's that star? What's that? Oh, it's Jupiter. It's always Jupiter. But I don't like the feeling that there might be somebody there who I can't see because they might make me jump. It's weird. I don't like to be made to feel like I might one day be frightened. So I think I'm afraid of fear itself. Am I a giver or a taker? I am a giver generally, but it is so easy to turn into a taker from the people that you love. But you have to be really careful because you don't want to take too much. Nicknames. I have lots of nicknames. Handy Hellons is one of them. Like the other day we went to the craft shop and this lady said, oh, where's my scissors? So I got some out of my handbag. It's that sort of thing. It makes me Handy Hellons. I'm also Helanuels, because my brother can't say Helanuels. Lanos, Lionel, Helpub, which is Helen and Pub, Helpub, Mrs. Pub.
Treasure.
Oh, and my dad calls me a treasure. And then I used to say, I'm not a treasure, so Dad would say, my little treasure box. And I'd say, I'm not a treasure box. My husband calls me Poohead, because I don't pay attention. So he'll say Helen, and I don't pay attention. And then he'll say Helen, and I don't pay attention. So then he says Poohead, and I go, yeah. Dad, am I allowed to tell them your middle name?
Yeah.
So my dad's middle name is Andrew, and his first name is Paul. and Paul means small, and Andrew means man. So his name is Small Man. And how tall are you, Dad?
Small.
He's small. He's little. So his name is very apt. I think my grandma must have had some sort of influence from God there. I think God must have said, and you will call him Paul Andrew, because he will be a small man. Hey. My mum's middle name is actually what we call her, which is Gail. You're on a desert island, you can only take one thing with you. I would take my handbag, because it's got everything in it that you could ever need. I'd be able to crochet a raft and get out of there. Or some clothes. I might take clothes, because people on desert islands always, even if they've only been there 5 minutes, seem to have torn clothes. Now how do they do that, Dad? They must go to a really shoddy retailer. I think I'll settle with Nathan. I'd take Nathan with me. Favourite TV advert is, of all time, it would be Chew It's. I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it. One that's on the TV at the moment is Girl on a Platform Smiled. The sweetest smile I'd seen in a while. She must have been about 26, 28, and her skin looked really, really, really great. She was a natural blonde. She wasn't a natural blonde. Match.com or something.
And you wonder why I think you're odd.
Rude. What is my mobile phone provider? T-Mobile. What would you save in a fire? I would like to say I'd save my Bible, but you can buy Bibles anywhere. So basically, Nathan, other humans, and then the 4 gerbils. What's your favourite colour? It depends what it's for. This hat which I've made, which by the way only took me 25 minutes, is grey. I think it's burgundy. Burgundy is probably my favourite colour, and champagne. They're the colours I used for my wedding. What things do you always take with you? I always take my mobile phone, my purse, and a crochet hook. When I was a kid, what did you want to be when you were a kid? Happy. I never really had many demands when I was a child, only when I started being a teenager. What do I usually do when the clock turns 11:11? I don't know what this means. Nobody knows what this means. I don't understand. I think it might be because when you look at it, it's 1111. Well, whenever the clock does anything like that, on a digital clock, Nathan elbows me and says, look. Or I elbow him and say, look. My favourite is when it says 0000. That makes me happy. What is the colour of your bedsheet? Well, I'm a bit mismatched at the minute. The pillows are white with pink hearts on, or grey hearts. Not little ones, big ones. The sheet on the bottom is pink. Sorry, not pink hearts. Grey hearts or red hearts. The sheet on the bottom is pink. And the actual duvet cover is grey. Like a dark grey with some light grey squares on it. Totally mismatched. And what do you think about before you go to bed? I think, well, I haven't done this today and I thought I would. Oh, I really ought to speak to that person. So that's the end of the questions, I think. I think I did both sides of everything. Then I had to watch a video to write them down. So if I missed any or misheard them, sorry about that. Thanks for watching. Sorry if you got bored. You'll learn for next time, won't you? Dad's going to turn it off for me so I don't have to go. So I'll see you all soon. Bye.